Hey guys, so this video I'm going to talk about the far side collar sleeve position. It's a little bit different than the normal collar sleeve most people are used to seeing. So we're going to start out, I'm going to put a segment of like video clips of it being used in competition with like Meregali and Tommy Langaker, so you guys can check it out, and then we'll go in depth on the breakdown.
Nice triangle here. Beautiful. Meregali taking advantage of the pull.
Low on top of Meregali here in Argentina. What a grip.
De La Fell, guys. De La Fell.
Go up. Go up. All right, guys, so let's get into the position. So with the far side collar sleeve is a bit different than the traditional, right? The traditional collar sleeve, we're attacking on the near side leg, right? So I have the sleeve and the collar here, and there's a lot of attacks you can do from here. Now there's kind of a correlation between this position because I have a cross collar grip and a sleeve, right? If he steps his right leg back now and leads with his left leg, inherently we're kind of in the far side collar sleeve immediately, right? Or if I just get my foot in the hip, I can kind of push and force it. A lot of times you can just get an omoplata immediately. So there is an element of just crossover between the positions depending on what your opponent on top does. However, I can use this position where I force it. So I can be playing like a lasso spider or something, and like the guy's here and he's leading with his right leg, and I could actually just break this leg on the right side, past the body like this, and let go and switch up to aggressively go for this position, right? I don't have to wait for the guy to switch legs to be in it. I can actually force it because there's a lot of benefits from it as well, okay? So one aspect of it here, keep leading with the right leg, yeah, is if you're fighting a guy who always leads with his right leg, like a lot of guys don't like to lead with both legs. So when I switch to this side, attacking on the right side, he's not gonna switch it back to the other side. He's gonna stay here, right? And in this case, it's harder for him to bring his elbow tight to defend the omoplata. On this side, he can get his elbow tight to his knee for defense, right? But over here, even if he sucks his elbow tight, it's really tough to defend. It's very easy to shoot through and chase the omoplata on that far side, which is a little bit counterintuitive. You would think it's harder to attack the far side. It's actually a lot easier in certain ways. Another clip you can see here, it's in the video in the beginning. Meregali does this a lot, where they'll be like this, and maybe the guy's trying to pummel this grip or something, and you can catch him out with his knee, and you just clip this out and grip. Right? Sometimes they fall in for the sweep, go back up. Sometimes they just kind of lose their balance, and it's very easy to just hit for the triangle really fast, right? I think in the video clip, they cut, I don't know who's filming, but they switched to Meregali's face instead of the finish. But you can see the setup here where he kicks the leg out. You'll see his foot here, and then it cuts to a picture of Meregali, and then he's in the triangle. But you get the idea, okay? Another good setup you can do from here, go down to the knees, right? Is like you can be aggressively chasing the omoplata on the far, like even though he's down, it's still kind of like the guy's leading with one side. You're attacking the far side here. There's a really good setup here where I think it's Espen's fighting, and he switches in for this underhook like this, and he turns this into a Chirico plata, right? There's some videos online on that finish. I may do one in the future. But right here, he just hooks here. This arm gets caught on the inside, and then he switches up here, right? At this point, this leg comes up, we rotate over, and we come up on the finish. So another attack series that can come from here, keep the right leg forward, is like we're here like this, so often the guy, guys controlling this pant leg all the time can be frustrating, but by nature of this position, he can't push this leg down with this arm, so it's very difficult for him to go anywhere with this, right? So he'll often let go to try to pummel this grip, which makes your leg free. So Meregali will often use this as a way to segue back to like a De La Riva lace. Like this, right? And then now we have the De La Riva X, and you can use this to sweep, you can go for the back with it. There's a lot of options. Also, Meregali will be here, like this, and he can use this position, right, like a little more, yeah. He can also use this position to lasso on the far side, and he switches to this under position, centers up, and he starts hitting these overhead sweeps, right? That was also in the video, I think, versus Leandro. What I'm trying to do with this video is just give you guys kind of an overview of the position and understanding kind of where it can function and how it can function, right? Another good situation, put your left knee on the floor, is like you can be playing like this here, and often we're trying to work to like double sleeve, and one of the main ways to do that is a lasso first. I've shown that in prior videos. In this case, I have this control here. He can't push this down. The guy's jamming the pants here like this. It's very easy to switch from the cross collar back up to the sleeve, and you have a very easy sweep here. I think Mergali does, Mergali does that, I think, to Dylan Dennis in one of the videos, right? And then just a few more setups. Sometimes when you're here, you can even go here, and you can look to hook one of these far legs and start pulling into like the calf slice, Bolo series here, and stuff like that. So there's a lot of ways to mix it into your game. I think a lot of people, when they think of collar sleeve, they always think of that near side grip, but they don't realize all of the possible combinations for that. One last one, because I'm just trying to give you guys a big overview of the position. I'm not sure if I could find video clip of this. I did see it at one point. Is if you can get a little bit closer to this leg, you can swipe this ankle with the foot on the hip here and dip underneath real quick. And you can switch this up really quick to a belly down ankle lock position. Okay. All right, guys. So that's kind of an overview. I'm going to do more in-depth videos, maybe on some of the specific attacks, particularly a lot of the Mergali stuff because it fits in with my game more. But I hope the overview helped you guys. And if you want to look at any of the videos, just rewind and go check it out after we gave perspective on it. As always, if you like the video, please subscribe, like, and share.